Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk about smear campaign, and then we will try and navigate more into how and what smear campaign is, and how do we go about understanding what smear campaign is. So smear campaign is of course led by insecure people, because you don't subscribe to their ideas and you don't subscribe to their thoughts, so they collectively gang up and do a smear campaign against you. And if you see, the early stage of smear campaign is constant disapprovals. So if you're constantly disapproving of something, so this is how it begins. For example, if an insecure group of people is trying to push an idea and you're constantly disapproving, so that is how you set into the target of being character assassinated, or smear campaign would be run against you. So you keep disapproving, and that is what makes you more prone to smear campaign. And if you see it, all of us, it's quite natural that we do care what other people think about us, but often it creates a kind of a handicap where we start living the way how others want us to live. Yes, and that primarily happens mostly because of low self-esteem and low confidence and low self-worth. We start we don't accept and identify our true inner self. We don't accept the way how we are, and we become, with time we become slaves of approval and validation, and that is the reason we begin to live the way how others want us to live. Yeah, we lose our sense of self and we start living the way how they want us to live, and we go to we get so absorbed into others' ideas that we day and night we think what others would say, how others would see. We just want to look good in their eyes. And trust me, good and bad exists everywhere. It's okay to care what others think, it's fine, but don't get so obsessed that what others think, I have to go to any extent to make them feel good about me, to make them see me as one of the bestest person. I think that's a lot of pressure work, and that's a lot of wrong notions and perception that a person develops, that they have to care way too much about what others think and what others want you to do. So I mean, till a limit it's fine. Have a good image, have a good personality, which is absolutely fine, but you really know what challenges in life you are facing, not others. Yeah, so you might not fit into all the criterias laid out by them, because your life is different and their life is different. Yeah, so at one point you might not be able to comply with anything and everything that they say. And these predators, when they hear or when they get a kind of a disapproval, when they are trying to push a thought and you are disapproving to it, or when they are pushing an idea and you are disapproving to it, so this brings about an insecurity in them, in these predators, and they feel loss of control. And that is what their insecurity and their feeling of loss of control, because you are disapproving to their thoughts and ideas. This is what compels them to get into smear campaign against you. Smear campaign can be of any kinds. If someone gets out of a relationship, then the partner who's a predator, they start demonizing, and they start doing smear campaign. When someone leaves the company, they do a smear campaign. Vice versa, the employer or the employee, whoever is more insecure, they do this smear campaign. On social media you can see a lot of these activists and a lot of these educators and a lot of these content creators. I see day and night people doing mudslinging smear campaigns against each other, and what is the reason? They hardly know, these two people who are running smear campaigns against each other, they hardly know about each other. They just don't know who they are. They have just seen them maybe virtually or on cell phones or on social media sites, and that's enough for them to jump onto running a smear campaign. I was also trolled, bullied, and a lot of smear campaigns were run targeting me in order to harass me. But initially I was affected because I did care to an extent. I mean, not hugely or not to a great extent, but to a small little extent I did care what people think about me. But later on I did counsel myself while I was being trolled and harassed. And all of these people who were harassing me, one thing I realized and I have observed, they really don't know me personally. Neither they have seen my childhood, neither they have seen how I grew up as an adult, neither they have spent time with me physically being present, or neither we have any physical interaction. So these people are absolute strangers, but they were dedicated to run smear campaigns against me. And then I realized that these people who are running smear campaign against me, one thing was that they were part of a herd and they wanted me to subscribe to something that they were subscribing to. I can't, because I do study, I do my own research, I do have my own understanding, and I can't subscribe to anything. I have got complete liberty to find some ideas absolutely idiotic and stupid, and I can't subscribe to anything and everything that is out there. So I mean, be it a 90-year-old or 60-year-old person, if wants me to subscribe to something which I find absolutely idiotic and stupendous, I don't think I would say yes to it, and I would deny. There will be disapproval from my end, and this is what triggers them. The moment you don't join the group, the moment you don't be a part of that herd, that is the time mudslinging, trolling, bullying, smear campaign happens. And I think it's absolutely okay to an extent to see that how critical people can be, but smear campaign is very different from being critical. So smear campaign, trolling, cyberbullying, these things can't be categorized as criticism or healthy criticism. Some of these, I have seen a lot of these people on social media, they say, oh no, we were criticizing, oh no, we were just thinking and we were criticizing, we are free to criticize. Come on, criticism is very different from peddling lies and running smear campaigns. Smear campaigns just with tiny bit of disapproval, and it takes a form of an entire campaign. And what is the idea behind doing a smear campaign? The idea behind doing a smear campaign is to change others' perception towards you, is to foul mouth about you, create a wrong image of yours, and make people believe to it and subscribe to them, to their ideas and thoughts that they are trying to inject into people's mind. So this is what smear campaign is, to influence and to manipulate people into thinking the way how they want you to think about this victim. So this is what smear campaign is, and there is nothing celestial, heavenly or good about a smear campaign, and there is nothing called healthy criticism that is there in smear campaign, because dedicatedly people will run campaigns, people will make content targeting one simple person. 10 people will gang up like dogs and run smear campaign. This can happen in workplace, this can happen on social media, this can happen even in family. When you don't subscribe to a specific idea or way or thought, you start being disapproving some things which others are approving, and you start becoming the black sheep. And the moment you start appearing to be the black sheep, in no time you would be bullied, you would be harassed, you would be subjugated or tried, people would try to persecute you or character assassinate you, or run smear campaigns against you. So yes, a smear campaign is all about, or rather let me put it this, a smear campaign basically starts with a person disapproving a group of persons' ideas, and that is when the smear campaign starts. It can take nastier forms, it can take milder forms, but it goes towards the nastier side. And those people who have been victim of smear campaigns, a piece of advice to them I would like to say is that definitely you not subscribing to something which a group is subscribed to is making the group feel insecure, because there are some deep set insecurities in that group, yeah, and to whose ideas you are not subscribing anymore. So definitely you need to do a lot of research yourself, and it's absolutely okay not to subscribe to anything and everything that a person says. You can do up your own study, your own research, and do your own findings. Why do you have to keep borrowing findings, and why do you have to keep subscribing what others are subscribed to? So yes, it does hurt, because we are conditioned in such a way that we care about what others think, we care about how others look at us. But trust me, these smear campaigns don't have a very long shelf life, because gradually the audience also realizes that this is a smear campaign, because this insecure person, the predator, the insecure person, this insecure group of people, they will be doing smear campaign against anyone and everyone. Those who have time and those who are super insecure and they want to maybe earn a living out of it, they will go to any extent to keep running the smear campaign against a specific religion, against a specific community, against a specific gender, against a specific color, race, religion, caste. These smear campaigns goes on, and the moment any third person who's witnessing or being a part of a smear campaign, the moment they have a different thought that comes in their mind, and then they are able to see that what their group is doing to all these individuals whom they are targeting. So yes, until and unless a new thought or a different thought and idea doesn't strike a person's mind, a person remains in that herd and keeps being a part of those predators and that gang who keeps character assassinating, who keeps running smear campaigns against people. So I think the only way forward is think about it, and don't get so bothered with smear campaign, because definitely you have more clarity, and maybe some things didn't make sense to you and you disapproved of it, and maybe that is the reason you are being targeted for smear campaign or character assassination, and it goes to any limit, yeah. And it's absolutely fine, it's fine to be different, it's fine to have different ideas and opinion, but it's not fine to bully and force people to agree to what you want them to agree. It's absolutely a conscious choice. Let them follow, let them do whatever they feel like, so people realize, youth realizes, we realize. I often used to think, in that herd mentality when they used to run smear campaign against a specific media personality, and I used to think that, oh, actually this media personality is not that good, and maybe that is the reason all these 10 people are hounding. And I used to think that maybe they are doing in some national interest or some interest for the welfare of people. But then I realized that it is not in interest, but it is purely to manipulate and keep running smear campaign and siphon money from innocent people. So this to some people, to some narcissist, psychopath, and to some of these dark triad personality people, these smear campaigns also acts as a stimulus. It stimulates them, it makes them feel good. So they enjoy watching smear campaigns. They want to actively participate into smear campaigns, and most of them, those who run smear campaigns, are of somewhat, you can say, from the category of those dark triad. So that's of course a different topic. But yes, so smear campaign shouldn't be taken to your heart if you are suffering from a smear campaign. Remember one thing, that it's okay to lose those who don't believe in you. It's absolutely okay to let go and lose those who don't believe in you, rather than holding on to those who never believed in you. So it's fine, let go. Those who don't believe in you, let them go. Those who will believe you truly, they will stand next to you. So don't get very heckled. I used to get very tensed and upset, but of late I have a lot of realization, and I really enjoy when the more smear they run. I really enjoy to an extent where I can see through that something is really pricking them. It's pricking inside at a deeper soul level, that they just can't sit. Instead they have to run a smear campaign against me. So yes, this is all what happens in society, in life. We do experience a lot of things. Just keep doing the good work that you do, and don't get bothered about what others think. And it's okay to let go of people, those who don't believe in you. Yeah, I hope it helps. In case if you would want to add in something to this topic, you can always comment below. And please take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings, and please like, share, subscribe this channel and this video, and share it with your loved ones. Till then, bye.